they're getting fucking wrecked right now. And they probably woke up the pre-market and they saw Nvidia at 551. They was like, "Oh, I'm about to kill it when market opens." Right
Y'all
after
are getting
CPI,
the
they were
live and uncut raw version of Hobbs. Let's go. I love it. I love it. Y'all get the raw cut version of Hobbs.
oh, the ops is back. Y'all see that? He went live in the middle of me talking just
I
so
wanted-
he could set me up, and he wondered why I call him the ops all the time.
The live uncut version.
This supposed to be
Let's
your friend
go.
right here, right?
Let's
But
go.
instead of
I
being
wanted
friend,
y'all to hear the raw mother effing version, baby.
Yeah.
The raw mother effing version.
The ops. So much for being a homie. Appreciate you, brother.
Nah, but Hobbs is right though. Hobbs is right. I want y'all to hear that because Hobbs is right 1,000%. This market sold off during CPI, and I honestly don't know what to do with myself today. I'll be honest. I don't think neither one of us came up with a pre-market plan because honestly, whatever pre-market plan we would have came up with would have gotten destroyed. I am so glad I didn't play CPI. Remember last CPI, I got toasted.
Oh, that's when you blew an account on that one. Man.
Yeah, I blew an account. It was an account that was gonna blow anyway, and I was like, maybe I'll save it with CPI, and I did not save it with CPI whatsoever. I blew my account today. I would have blown my account again today. If I was being completely honest with y'all, I would have tried to long this just because of how bullish we were, and on top of it. This candle right here, this 1 minute candle right before CPI, it started pushing up. I was like, here we go. We about to break through all these levels, and next thing you know, we dump. So, yeah, I think the market's got a lot of people confused, which makes sense. Like, I didn't expect CPI to be bad. I didn't think it was going to be good either, but I didn't think it was going to be I didn't think it was going to come in below expectation. Like, that's even worse.
Yeah. At expectations would have been fine. Below,
yeah. Doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter how below expectations. It was below expectations. So now, I'm just trying to kind of let the dust settle.
It was above previous by 0.3%.
Yeah, that's the big thing. Not only was it above expectations, but it was above the previous one by a handful.
By a significant amount.
I think about the fact that everybody's game plan was Powell's gonna pivot, right? He's gonna pivot. They're gonna cut rates.
Yep.
But now it's
on rate cuts.
And now it's going back up. So it's like, like, are they gonna pivot or what's gonna happen? So I don't know. We'll see. The funny thing I think about inflation though is like people want inflation to come down, and I think a lot of people, like a lot of normal people, right? People who don't follow it as closely as people who like actually trade the stock market, invest or whatever, they think that inflation going down means that prices are going to go down. It's like, no, they're not. Like prices are going to stay the same. They're just not going to increase as much as they have been in the past. But whatever you're paying for eggs, you're going to continue paying for eggs. It's not gonna stop.
So, that inflation. Tell those people back in the 20s and 30s that inflation was going to go down once we, fixed it. Like, no, we're still paying way more than they were paying for prices in the 1920s. So
exactly.
How's my mic? Can you hear me about the same way, or is it different?
It's a little bit not like conish, but like I don't know. You're not as like your voice is as like deeper as it was before. I guess would be my like no homo.
Whoa! I didn't take that homo.
Well, I don't know. Somebody might have.
Yeah,
Mason. Bitcoin is ripping.
I also can't hear my voice. It's weird because I like hearing my voice coming back. So
I hate that. I hate the feedback. I can't do it. It throws me off.
I like the reverb. Well, you don't like the feedback because you don't like the sound of your own voice.
That is true. I don't like the sound of my own voice. I feel like my voice should be deeper because I hear it deeper than what it actually is. So, so yeah, right now on the market, pretty much my game plan is just to kind of go with the flows of the market on the day, right? Like, I plan on. I think we're going to sell off, but I don't want to like be over here predicting it. So I'm just gonna wait and see what happens. Like, the more I think we're going to sell off, the more bullish I feel like I should be, but I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I think I think today is one of those days where right now my only area of interest is really this 4803.25 level. And reason being is because let me go to 2 hours. Keep scrolling like crazy. The only reason why is because we made a triple top, right? So we bounced at it once, twice, 3 times, and then CPI it bounced us again. So if we're gonna, so basically, as long as we're above 4803.25, I want to be more bullish than bearish. Pretty much is kind of how I'm feeling at the moment. Unless we get like some massive selling and I can get in before we break this level, speculating we're gonna break it. But right now, this is the level I'm kind of watching. We do have a 3-hour demand zone at 479.675. We had a nice rally up off of it. 3 hour, 2 hour, they're both the same. Doesn't really matter. But we had a nice rally off of this level right here. So that could be another area to potentially bounce the market. But I think once we get over 4803, and especially if we can break below 4,788. If we get below here, I think it's really game time for the sellers. Not to mention the fact that we look at this and this was the area. Hobbs. We nailed this. I didn't even realize that we got. Well, I didn't realize it, but you realize we nailed this, right? Like literally, after we said the market was going to have to come back up and retest these highs before it sold off. And, again, like with the theory of the market's going to do what it's going to do regardless of the news, we literally sold off from this level before, and then the market came back up and retested it, put in a lower high, and then is continuing to sell. So the fact that we couldn't break over this previous high is bearish. If you look at this is basically kind of an
you mean from a macro perspective? Yeah. We did. I switched it up, babe.
A head and shoulders. When you look at it, you got the head or the shoulder, the head, and now the shoulder, right? So this whole thing is bearish unless we can push above, right? But it's not 1,000% in bear territory until we break some of the structure down here. But just from like a preemptive standpoint, we're in bearish territory. We're in pullback territory and or like actual true sell-off territory from these highs. But we'll just have to wait and see because everything's been so bullish. I mean, Nvidia's been bullish. Microsoft was over its all-time highs at one point this morning. So like you never know what can happen. So I'm just gonna be really patient and try to formulate plans during the day. Other than my major levels right now, which is really only just the one. So we'll see what happens.
For me, I'm bullish, right? And I'll tell you why. There's multiple reasons why I'm bullish. I know the fundamentals tell me to be bearish, and that's kind of why I'm bullish. But also, when we had this major dump right here, right? This aggressive dump was very scary for, multiple reasons. One, for this to be a true dump, I need to see this thing really, really flush because on the way up, right, we built a lot of demand, right, on the way up. And because of that, bulls have a lot of support that they can bounce price off of, right? But the biggest reason why I was kind of bullish on this push down was because of the confluence that I'm not receiving from the VIX. Instead of the VIX pushing up like the rest of the confluences that move adversely to price, you see the US 10-year is pushing up, the dollar's pushing up, but for some reason, the VIX is coming down, right? All that tells me is there's somebody still, even with this fundamental news, still absorbing price at these lows. So for me, I'm going to be watching the VIX to start to agree with me if I want to be bearish. But if the VIX continues to sell off, I'm going to wait till we break highs, right? If we go back over here to the NQ, I'm going to wait until we get above a high and price proves to me that it wants to go higher, right? I'm still with Justin in regards to the bearish look that we have. We were unable to break this swing high up here or go any higher than 17,055. So I'm going to be watching very, very carefully this previous day high, 16,980, all the way up to roughly, if I was to draw a box, right? I'm going to be watching this entire zone right here. Wait, let me turn this magnet off because
It's not going to let me do what I want to do. Yeah, so I'm going to be watching this entire area right here. This gray box right here. I want to see what price does when it comes back up here. Not only is that VWAP, right? I would venture to say if I was to draw this fib, right? If I draw this fib, I bet my bottom dollar that we're going to be somewhere pretty significant, right? In regards to this candle structure on this box, right? And there you go, right there. That's basically the 50% is right below box, right at previous day high. 70% is right at the supply zone where it starts on the 15 minutes. So for NQ, I would be watching anywhere between, I know it sounds like a large zone, but we just sold off a lot, right? I would be watching 057, 17,000, right? Down to roughly about the 50% at 974 to look to short this market. If price gets above 17,055 from down here, I would like to be long, right? But I want to get long at 875. I don't want to get long right here. Whatever this is going to do right here is not my level. So market can push all it wants to. But if it continues to push, I'm going to be looking for this 50% retracement level on NQ. The same thing can be applied to ES, right? If I pull up this picture, the same 15-minute supply area on ES, because I was watching this, I was with Justin. If I was going to trade this, I was going to trade this long, right? I was expecting to push through all of this, and we did not get that. So I was like, I'm glad I got to take my kids to school. They be saving my life sometimes. Sometimes I'd be mad at it because I'd be like, see, I was right. But
my life.
You know what I mean? But most of the time, I even have an alert set to take the market long right here. But that didn't work out. So again, same thing on ES. If I take this fib and I draw it down to this area here, 48.20, right? 48.20.75 through roughly about 48, again, large number because we had a huge sell-off, 48.38, right? This entire area would be of interest to me to potentially short this market. But I would be looking for a little bit of confirmation from the VIX. If the VIX starts to push with the rest of the dollar and the US 10-year, if the VIX starts to push up and gets above its area of interest at 35, the VIX above 35 to me is what triggers this rally or this dump to the downside. If the VIX continues to break and breaks below 14.12 and closes on the 1 hour, I'm still going to be bullish. To me, it's that simple. If I see the VIX participate in this rally, then I will get on board with the rally. If I see the VIX start to push up and wants to participate bearish, then I'll start looking for the market to be bearish. But for me, I want the market to clear all of this selling, right? If we go back to this chart right here, I'm going to be very patient this morning. I said it to the Discord. I said, for me, this is more like a wait and see what happens. Maybe take trades in the afternoon type of day for me, because I want to see what price is going to do here. Price needs to show me that it can get above 44, 48, 38. And I know that's a big ask, but we sold out a lot. We sold down a lot. So there should be a lot of liquidity, a lot of people closing positions. If we don't get that initial pump, then I will take an early trade and I'll look to short at this breakdown and retest of this area that I just defined. So that's kind of the way I'm looking at price right now. We are in a downtrend, a new intermediate downtrend in the middle of an overall uptrend. But at the same time, you need to take two things into consideration, right? If I was to draw a red line right here, right at these lows here, right about here, I really don't got to draw it because it's really already there on ES. That level is 48.0825 for me, right? And, we were just having a discussion about these two levels. Really, Justin, both of us are correct, right? His level is 48.0375. We bounced at 48.0275. We pushed up, and guess what? We bounced at 48.0825, which is my level. Doesn't matter, tomato. Ultimately, this zone is where bears need to push through. So if I'm going to look to short this, I'm going to wait till price comes back up here, and then I'm going to look to short it, expecting a push back down to the previous day low at 47.92. Kind of the trade that I was looking to take yesterday, but we were too bullish. So those are my thoughts on the market. But keep an eye on the VIX.
Yeah, and then as far as the rest of the stocks go, I'm only going to go through the four that I actually watch. Apple's flat. Nvidia is back above all-time highs. So is Microsoft. Although I will say that Nvidia and Microsoft were both much higher before CPI than they are now. But believe Microsoft got back below its all-time highs for a minute, but now it's regained it again. And then Google is also gapping up and is up about another $1 on in the pre-market, which it's all still nuts. To be honest, they're all holding value pretty nicely. Apple's the only one that was up. I want to say at one point it was up like $3 and has come back down to earth. So we'll see what happens with these stocks, but on the day, the ones I really want to keep watch of is Nvidia and Microsoft, just because those have been the really big movers that I think have really been generating a lot of bullishness in the market. I mean, even now, the market's it's really hard to want to be bearish when the market is basically recovering. I mean, we're almost 50% back up from where we dumped. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. Was there any other? And then if you want to look at the VIX real fast, the VIX is, like Hobbs is saying, I mean, it's still trying to sell down. So it just gives more credibility to Hobbs' bullishness that, you know, if you want to see this sell off, like you want to see the VIX be pumping, and it's not. It's not pumping at all. It's relatively flat, but the thing is like after a dump, I mean, look at ES.
We're almost back to where we started.
Yeah, ES dumped 15, like 20 points in a matter of 30 minutes. You had NQ probably dump over 100 points in a matter of 20, 30 minutes, and yet the VIX literally hasn't gone anywhere but pretty much come down. So a little bit of a VIX divergence, which again makes it harder to be bearish than bullish. Harder to be bearish, easier to be bullish on the day. So I mean, we'll see what happens for sure on that. I don't know what did the DXY do? Did it
but it's getting rejected at supply though. I talked about all of this already.
Well, I know. I just was showing the visual because I think you just stayed on the chart. So I was just showing the visual.
Oh, did I not switch over?
You were on the chart the entire time. So I was just showing everybody the visuals. But yeah.
Let me switch over real quick because I got it. My bad. I thought I hit this button. View this tab. Okay. Oh, okay. No, I should be on. Okay, yeah, I'm on dollar right now, right? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So
we see the dollar.
This is dollar right here in the top right corner. So this is the dollar. I have dollar at supply at 4 on the 4 hour. We had this huge push up on Friday, but I didn't mark this. I didn't close this supply zone because I think this was a news candle or something, or just a crazy day we had in the market. So I left this supply zone, or I could have just changed it to this new supply zone, right? Either way it goes, the same area, and we're hitting that same area right now, and we're somewhat getting rejected. So
I wonder if the dollar is more reliable right now than the VIX, as far as the actual movement of the market goes.
Well, the VIX is selling off, and so is the dollar, and the market's pumping. So I'd say that.
No. I know, but I guess what I mean is that when we got the rally out, or when we got the dump, the dollar actually pumped compared to the VIX that didn't move. So just a different way of looking at things, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird because I know you think the VIX isn't moving, but from where it was, from its low, it actually pushed up 10 points, right? Which wasn't much because I think bulls were still buying, right? And now, like the dollar, it moved, but it only moved like 40 cents. It just looks violent, you know what I mean? And as soon as it hit this supply zone, it immediately got rejected, just like the VIX, right? I don't know. To me, it all looks bullish, that in my opinion. And the fact that the VIX is continuing to try to sell off does not give me warm and fuzzies to go ahead and jump in front of a short. But like I said, today's going to be a wait and see type of day for me because I, again, like everybody else kind of in chat, are kind of rocked by CPI from what I'm reading. And that makes sense. Like CPI was not good. Like, let's call it what it is. Like if we just go over and read the CPI data, right? Let's share this tab. I'm sharing CPI right now, right?
Yes.
Okay. But StreamYard added this new feature where I don't have to, for MacBooks, I think it's just for Mac, because before when I used to just share one screen, I couldn't hear the volume or anything like that. And I'd have to like switch to sharing the entire screen. Well, now they updated it. So they got this little thing in the left corner that every time I switch screens, I can just tap that tab and it'll share just that screen and it'll share it with the volume.
Yeah, but we've been able to do that over here.
Yeah, we ain't been able to do that with the Mac. He's like, you mean like regular people? All right, this is a key level here at 48.20 on the tape. So I want to see what ES does here. But yeah, so in regards to the CPI year over year, previous was 3.1, forecasted was 3.2, and we came in at 3.4. So at least we can say that the forecast was expecting a rise, which would have been fine if we came in at that rise. But we came in much harder, 0.3% higher year over year. And this is the one that that he really cares about, right? This is the one that may keep this market bullish right here. Core CPI month over month still hasn't changed, right? And that's the one that the Fed truly cares about. So as long as core stays good, I think we'll be fine. And that's why I say, to me, all of this, you know, that craziness that happened, it still might be bullish. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I agree. All right, Valdez, I put the poll out for you. So 19 people in here.
Do a vote. Do it now.
Yeah. 17 people in here, 19 people total watching. If you're on X, you can't participate in the poll, but I'm assuming that you have YouTube. And, you know, if you want to come over to YouTube and, you know, get involved in the politics of the market, aka is it going up or down? Are you bullish or bearish? Then, you know, get up over here and vote. Exercise your right to vote because you only get one a day. Husband Life, good morning. Mason B says B. Valdez says CPI got me confused. It's got us all confused. Mason said good morning. Good morning, Mason. Valdez says I thought 3.4 would have pumped it. No, because 3.4 was
3.4 means is we're increasing.
Yeah, it was the forecast was, I believe, 3.2. The previous was 3.1, and we came in at 3.4. So
yeah, remember we're trying to get to 2%. We're trying to go negative. We're not trying to go positive. So if you see a positive number, that's negative for the market. But the positive is that the Fed really doesn't care about year over year, month over month. What he really cares about is core. The fact that core stayed flat is actually bullish for the market. So we'll see what happens.
Mason said, "Got Bitcoin." Yeah, I was looking at Bitcoin. It's up. It's rallying. I think they officially approved that ETF, right? No, it's at 47.
Officially at 53. 47.
47.6.
Make their money.
Your wife said you sound funny. Tip the barber. Exercise your right. Yeah, exercise your right. Got him. I don't know what he got me. It's like you're on speakerphone. Yes, that's what it was like. Morning, Micaiah. Mason says steel. I don't know what that means. Steel futures, maybe? I don't know.
I'm really watching this level here at on ES at 48.20.25.
Yeah.
Basically, we're bear flagging. We're bear flagging right here, but the VIX again is still selling down. This thing is at 14.10 right now. I think we're about to go into the 13s, but like I said, I'm watching all the way up to about 48.38. If we push straight through this, then I'll be looking for pullbacks after we break below this. Or yeah, I was gonna say, or when we get up to, if we get Pop is funny, man. When we get, there's a 4-hour supply zone at 48.43. So I'm kind of in like this needs to dump land. Otherwise, I'm not gonna be looking to trade this for a little bit. Like I said, it's gonna be a long time before I take a trade. Or if I get exactly what I want, I'll be looking to trade the open. So we'll see.
A long time or a short time. Nobody
it's gonna be a long time or a short time. I don't know. I just know that this market looks extremely bullish on the tape, and the book. I mean, the VIX is completely dumping. So
Valdez says this is how I choose my bias. So I'm glad you choose your bias from other people's bias, and I'm assuming you choose the opposite. So I guess you're bearish right now.
100%. I mean, just think about how many people are bearish right now, right? Like when the market opens, everybody's going to be trying to short this market, but
I don't know if they will be though with this recovery. I'm sure people at options were probably like they
had a heart attack. They had a heart attack at 7:30.
Then at the same time, like if you look at it, if you got in long from where we closed, you were in a little bit of danger, but now you're straight. So I don't know. I wouldn't mind trying to short the market up at the high where we rejected for CPI. Maybe that might be a rejection, but other than that, right now there's literally nothing for me to do at the moment.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, unless we reject here, there's really nothing for me to do either.
About as a fade everyone.
Yep. Exactly, which makes Okay. Exactly. Uh-huh. That's why I'm watching 48, 28, 25. Just watch that area closely. Between
But
27.
we're there now.
Mm-hmm. I just
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think they're about to run this, and the reason why I say that is because the Bulls literally just offended like in my opinion, massive structure because of the fact that we triple topped on this area and we came back and retested it, and now we're finding buyers again, and we've already ate up more than 50% of the CPI candle of the CPI dump. Like this might be a problem. I mean, I don't know. I could be wrong, but that's why I wouldn't trade in this. I would never trade in this area because I don't know, and there's nothing for me really to do. No. What I'm saying. What I'm saying is that the Bears had a chance to sell us off, and they tried and it failed, and Bulls are taking back over again, and that's very, very bullish. And now, if Bears can't defend this CPI sell off, it's a wrap, because at this point we're going to go up and test higher prices. And on top of that, I'm pretty sure that NQ, NQ on that. Wait, didn't? Oh no, NQ's still a little bit away from its all-time highs, but
ES is actually stronger than NQ right now.
ES is stronger than NQ.
VIX is
for the moment
down, and there goes the dollar to the downside too.
Yeah, everything is pointing to this continuing to rally. I'm not going to step in front of this, but I mean, we'll see what happens.
I'm definitely not going to step in front of it. I'm just, for me, like I said, I'm bullish until I'm bullish, but I want to see I want to see all of that selling that came in. I want to see how we react when we get up there, and we're almost.
I'm surprised you're not looking for. Wait, are you looking at 48, 28, 50? Is that your level?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
48, 28, 50 through 48, 38. That's where I'm looking.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
That's why I said, like, to me, yeah, this is why I'm watching that area, because I'm with Pop. Like, I think that this is very bullish, but it can turn bearish really fast.
Yeah, it could.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah, but a lot of the times when we're overly bullish or overly bearish, that's when the opposite party likes to take control anyway, because a lot of people are going to be. But the news was overly bearish, though. I guess is my point. I don't know. We'll see what happens. The market's about to open, so we'll see. Valdez says if we take VWAP, I'm bullish. Makai says bear flag is to play out, then 994's got to reject.
Yep. That's what I'm looking at on NQ as well. 994 through about 7056.
J Powell Jr. says currently at 40K on GBTC, need 100K. I don't know what the hell is GBTC.
I don't know.
You know what that is?
I think it might be the ETF. I'm not sure. I haven't looked at it.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Chris Miles says I've been tuning in for about a week. Your insight into the markets has been very much appreciated. Thanks, Chris. We appreciate that. All right.
This is very key for me, but the VIX is, here goes the VIX up to 1411, 1412. All right, let's see if we break this trend line to the downside here. I got a real steep trend line. That's why I'm just really watching this area because I think we flush from here.
You don't have the balls to take it. I mean, don't risk everything that you earned, and you should be okay. Yeah, I mean, I think if the opportunity presents itself and it looks good, then take the trade. If it doesn't, then don't take it. I'm seeing what you guys are seeing on the tape. I like it. We're starting to see some aggressive selling coming into the market. There's some bids up at 48.30 that is really, really nice. But I want to see this. I think I'm with Hobbs in the case of I would much rather see this actually sell off and come back and retest.
Yeah, I want to see. I want to see this thing come down and then pop back up.
Yeah. Yeah, like if we're unless
I really like the rejection here, but NQ is getting stronger, and the VIX is still at the 10s. I just want to see the participation for the VIX. I think we're about to come down. I think the market's about to come down. Just waiting on the VIX to get on board.
Yeah, I want to see something
All
a
right,
little bit more.
Small micro at 25. Stop at 30. Just one micro. I'm gonna build my position here. Something I've been trying to work on because I think we're coming down. I think all of this selling was way. All right, there we go. We're up about 5 points on that trade right now. 6 points. Just the
Nice,
one micro. It literally fit everything I was looking for. So I was like, you know what? I'm not too confident in it, but I'm gonna take a small position here. And if we pop back up to 48.25, my entry, and we get rejected, I'll add another one. There's the VIX to 14. So let's see if we run my stop or run my hold on. I'm actively concentrating on this.
I don't know. It's a mixed bag right now. Apple's 5 minutes kind of getting rejected, but Google is rallying, Microsoft is rallying, and
retested it. So,
Nvidia's trying to rally as well. It's a little bit of a mixed bag right now. Let me go to BTC. Sure. Let's see if this rejects here at 25. Yeah, this is
I got a limit order at 24 in case we flush down here. Add another one. Yeah. As long as we don't break above 31. If we get above 31, then like I said, the risk is extremely small because I know it's going to counter this aggressive bullish activity here, but I want to see what we do up here.
Tim C said, "What up, fellas? How about that BTC ETF news?" Yeah, I haven't really. I heard about it, but I haven't really been paying attention to crypto. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been fully invested in my journey in the futures market. So, this is what I wanted to see, though. I wanted to see this absorption right
about
here.
$20.
All right, tons of buyers just came into the market right there. About 2,800, almost 2,900. Let's see what happens if they push up or if we can go ahead and sell this market down.
Last level, last chance to be a bear is at 48.38 for me. After that, then it's a wrap for bears.
Bada says that whole candle filled back up. Yeah. 4-hour supply went short. Micaiah said a big cup formed, then we'll build the handle. Yeah, I actually kind of do see a potential cup and handle here, but I hate cup and handles though. I'm not gonna lie to you. Timsky said, smash that like and subscribe, and don't forget to share the stream. Let's go. Please, please. Tip the barbers, aka hit the like and subscribe button if you're new to the channel. We appreciate you. Appreciate you, Timsky. And Brian, good morning. Good morning.
All right, VIX dollar and US 10-year are dumping out of the sky. So there's, to me, shorts are pretty much off the table until the VIX decides it wants to participate, because NQ is just going crazy. This is nuts. This is absolutely crazy. But well, the thing is like the reason why I was kind of bullish is because the core CPI was flat, but I'm still bearish if we can't break above 38. That's my thesis here. I think I might have just been a little early on this short.
Yeah, now we're underneath all those buyers that just got they got filled up at 48.30. Those 2,600, almost 2,700. So see what happens. A lot of liquidity sitting here. A lot of liquidity.
Market just feels like it wants to sell off, in my opinion. It's just the VIX is just looking super. It's just so hard to be a bear up here.
Well, we got nice. We're getting some rejections.
I took another micro. I took another short at 29 right there. Yeah, I'm looking to add full position if we break below 48.19. Nah, well, I'm in one micro because and to me it's important to play this smaller size up here because the market can easily just go crazy from this side, but I'm still risking 4 points on the trade, right? Well, I'm risking 5 right now because the high is a little bit higher. So I'm risking like a little bit under, but it's one micro. So it's kind of like something that I've been working on when I'm semi unsure about the trade, and I'm unsure about the trade, but I'm sure about the trade if we break 48.20, right? So that's why I'm looking to add my whole position if we break below 48.20. But I'd rather be in the position up here, but not with full size. So if I do take a loss, it's nowhere near a full loss. Like the first trade I just took was maybe a quarter of what I'm used to taking. And here I'm looking for this thing to push down. But the VIX, again, not participating does not give me warm and fuzzies. So we'll see. Yeah, it's aggressive on NQ.
Yeah, we got a rejection on the 5 minute too.
Oh my God, Apple's dumping out of the freaking sky right now. Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, everything's getting a nice little reversal candle right now. And then I
just want this thing
coming down.
Just stay below 33, stay below 34 will be fine. I'm gonna give it an extra point. I'm gonna give it 34. We swept the high, we swept the low, then we swept the high. Like we should start to come down, but again, these bulls just don't know when to quit, man. Look at freaking Microsoft. Good Lord. They just don't. But Apple is coming down, ladies and gentlemen, coming down. This thing is getting wrecked. This is kind of what I saw this morning. Simo says I'm really late in entering a buy trade. Well, that's good, Simo. I didn't enter a buy trade. I entered a sell trade. But thank you, though.
Shoot. I'm in short as well. I like what I'm seeing.
I just like everything that I'm seeing. So like I'm looking to add my full position at 48.20. If we get a flush down, then I'm looking for a break down to 47.92. Then I'll be done trading. I just need the market. I just need the VIX to get on board.
Yeah, I like what I'm seeing out of the stock market. I'm liking what I'm seeing out of the book map as well to go potentially short here.
Amazon's at 4-hour supply. Microsoft is in freaking no man's land because it's above all-time high. Nvidia's right at the level that we were at earlier today and potentially rejecting 551, but who knows with Nvidia's just going to do whatever it wants. The only thing that worries me, like I said, is that the VIX isn't on board yet. If the VIX can get on board, I think we come down. But they just make it so bad. It's so bad. I'm not getting long up here. If the market wants to go long, it can just take my liquidity in.
We just cannot.
Bulls just keep buying them. Well, that's why I got that limit order set in case we get that pop with the break of the lows. I'm looking at a break. I'm looking to add my full position at the break of the lows, which will be 48.20 for me.
All right, here we go. Yeah, I got my limit order sitting at 48.16.25 as well.
Yeah.
To get out.
Okay. My target is 47.92.
I mean, I'll readjust if we can get below 48.20, and I'll look to readjust.
See all that liquidity sitting at 48.20? That's what I want us to break. I think if we break that liquidity, we'll come down.
Let's check out.
And we're gonna
VIX is yeah, that's like 6 for me.
Apple just broke his lows here, guys. Apple's coming down. Apple's coming down. We need the VIX to get on board. This just will not pump. Wake up, VIX. Dang, the market's open. Do something, VIX. Do something. Goodness gracious. The only thing we need, man. Like,
Nvidia's starting to come down though as well.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be
everything's starting to come down.
I just want this trade to work out, and then I'll be done trading on the day.
I'm with you there too.
I have no desire to be in this market anytime after 10 o'clock. If this trade works out, I'm done.
Simo said you're really late entering a buy.
Yeah, that's what I said. I was like, well, that's awesome, but I'm not in a buy position. I'm in a sell position, but okay. Well, yeah.
This is a slow mover right now.
Nvidia's coming down. It's down to 549. Google's coming down.
Yeah, everything's coming down.
The high. So like if we drop, NQ's dumping right now. So if ES just wants to get on board, that'd be awesome.
Right.
Apple,
yeah, I'm
Apple,
comfortable for
Here's
sure.
what we don't want to happen. We don't want Apple to get down to 184.55. I'm just telling you. Look.
No. Look, Nvidia's coming down. I think Microsoft, or we just need Microsoft to continue to push down. We can hit a true banger. I moved my stop down to 48.08. That's where I think the market.
I think we break 48.08 and then we come down to 47.92. And after that, I don't really care what we do. So I'll look to take some contracts off at 48.08 for sure. But I think if we continue this push down, we're going to push all the way down today, because I think this is the Bears. Bears are ringing the bell right now. So let's see if they've had enough of this bull.
Yeah. 48.20's got to break.
Yeah, that's where I'm at in.
48.20 can break with some aggression, then we're going to be in a very nice spot.
Yeah, I'm short 48.29, guys. Just got my ad right there.
There we go.
Let's go.
There we go. Come on. Push down. We all eat together. We all eat together.
Let's go.
We all eat. It's family. It's family.
All right, I'm on the 15-minute chart now. Stops at 48.28 for everything.
No, my
Nah,
stop's
I'm
like
gonna let it. I'm gonna
48.30.
give it some room to breathe because I think we come back up on the 15-minute and retest this area, that 20, because that was a lot of liquidity that just got filled. So I think we may retest 48.20. All right, coming down to 48.16. If we break this trend line, that steep trend line we put in, I think we completely flush. So we don't want to see a bounce right here at 48.15. We want to just clear this liquidity here. We got 15-minute demand at 48.15, ladies and gentlemen. So we're closing that gap at 48.16. And again, VIX is still not on board with our trade. So that doesn't make me feel good at all. So
yeah, we're popping back up a little bit. We'll get back to these comments in a second.
yeah.
Yeah, right now I'm not worried about any pullbacks right now. We see this all the time where the market gets a nice little sell, it pulls back, and then it continues to sell off. So no real reason yet to be concerned. Looks like Nvidia's getting a little bit of a bounce, but Microsoft has a full body candle to the downside. Apple's still selling off, and then Google's kind of getting a little bit of a bounce. Let's check. But the VIX is still trying to come up, so we're still good. We're still good. And if we break this low here, I'm going to break even.
Yeah, I'm just waiting on this trend line to break.
I'm up more than 8 points, so
I got a really steep trend line that we're trying to break. If we can get through this trend line, I think I'll go to break even.
Yeah, because we just got below that 20 level. That 20 level was huge, and then they're trying to flip that level. So as long as we can get below there, we're good. I'm up a 2-to-1 right. Well, a little bit more than a 2-to-1 right now, which is really, really good. Really, really happy with that. If we can just break this, it'll be all she wrote, fellas, and any ladies in the chat as well that are lurking.
It's gonna be a long hold. I'm gonna get up and walk away here in a second.
Right. I'm going to break even now.
12 minutes into
I'm up 10 points. I'm going break even.
There we go. Come on. Come down. You know where you want to go. I know where you want to go. Just get there.
Oh, VIX is pumping right now too. VIX is
14 on the VIX. This is the trend line. We need to break here. If we break here, I think we flush right to 47.92.
Where's my
a lot of liquidity sitting down here, but the VIX is starting to agree with us, boys, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep. Well, we just put in a lower high overall when you look at it.
That's what I was banking on. I was banking on the fact that we were going to come up super bullish, just like we were saying. Like we basically reversed what we've been doing all week. We've been coming in bearish and then pumping. This week we came in bullish, therefore I'm bearish, right? Like as long as I can get the VIX to start to agree with me, we're up about 15 points in this trade. So I'm gonna set my original position to break even and kind of let this thing ride itself out.
Yeah, I'm at break even right now. I'm up a little bit less than you guys.
What did I get in originally? 29? Yeah, 29. Yeah. But the 3. Well, the problem is on that ad, I think what I'm going to start doing is on that ad, I got to wait for a pullback. But I do like that I'm still up, but it averaged my position at 48.22.25. All right, there's the break of the trend line. Now we just need to break the lows. If NQ can get below its lows at 48 at 892.25, I think this thing will really start to flush. I am concerned about a pullback after the break, so I might take three of my contracts off and just let the runner that I got in originally ride.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at too. I'm looking at this level. If this doesn't break with authority, then I'm just gonna take one contract off down here at these lows, and then I'm gonna let the last one ride. I'm up about 13 points right here. So
I just don't want to take it off prematurely because I know there's a lot of liquidity beneath us, but I think we can push through all this liquidity with the fundamental analysis. We just need the VIX to continue pushing. All right, there's the break right there. Let's check on Apple here.
Yeah, it's all good,
Yeah.
bro.
All right, Apple is approaching 184.70. I got 2-hour demand there. If we start to just flush, I got 90-minute demand there. If we start to flush straight through Apple, I think we might get a banger. We're up about 260 on these 4 micros here.
Yeah, I'm up 170 on these 2 micros.
Yeah, I'm gonna
all right. I know you're at 2 minis. You're good. You're up like over $1,000, or you're up like what, almost 2 bands right now.
Let's go, Pop. Let's eat. Hey, that's Pop. Pop. We don't care about the cash, brother. We care about the process. Yeah, let's care about that. All right, I'm gonna take 3 contracts off right here, and I'm letting that last contract ride in case we get this crazy bounce right here.
I just took one off right there as well.
So now all right, the rest are set at 48.20 where my original entry was 48.29. I just set the rest to sell or to buy back at 48.20. Wait a minute. No, let me get some more of that. Let me get 48.16. That way I'm risking 4 points. And then the rest I want to take off at 47.92. But if this thing gets really selly, then I'll let it ride all day.
Yeah,
all right, I'm done trading, ladies and gentlemen.
Same here. I just took one off at 48. What is it? 48. 10 is where I took my one contract off, and then I'm just letting this last runner do its thing.
48.15 is locking in another 14 points for me. So I just took the market for like 20 points right there. So I'm cool with that. I grabbed that entry off the 30-second, kind of what I was training on yesterday when I was talking to you guys in the Discord. That's why I was super early, because I was watching it on the 30-second for ES. Remember I told you guys the 15-second works for me on NQ, but on ES I can switch. I got to go to the 30-second because it's more liquid and I can read it a little better. I'm looking to get stopped out at 48.14 or 47.92. I'm not going to sit through a pullback at all. So if it wants to give me 48.14, then great. If not, I'm done trading. That was a great trade. Let's go, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen,
bullish at the bottom here, but I'm going to let this play out.
My stop's at 48.14. Whatever happens below that, I don't care. If price continues to flush, I'll move it down more. But is it off topic though? Got in at 983. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. Did the chat win or what?
We need to. We're all the way. We're like here. We're up here.
Oh, I'm scalping. Where are you at?
Mm-hmm.
Where's that?
At Micaiah's.
Oh, we're way up there. Okay.
Yeah, because that's when we. That's when we got the trade.
VWAP, nice. Plus 540 on PAs, done with them for the day. Let's go. I think you guys got the early entry banger. Yeah, we definitely got the early entry for sure. Yeah, I was watching it on the 30-second and I was very confident in that area. And once I saw that area get that second rejection, I got stopped out of the first trade because I was early, right? But I didn't quit on the idea. And I was very confident in that area. You saw me work that trade out from the morning pre-plan. You guys saw me come up with my pre-plan. In order to be bullish, I needed us to get above 38, right? We tapped 48.0825 on the dot, which was Justin's entry or egg. That was his target. So I hope he got his butt out. I'm contract off already.
Yeah, no, I took a contract off at 48.10.50. I'm still in. We're still in. I put my stop the same area where you did. 48.14. I like that. I like that area. Yeah. And if it stops me out, then it's fine. Which it might, because it looks like it wants to reverse here. But even then, it still gives me 12 points.
Yeah, that's 12
points to me. So
I'm cool with that. Nice trade. Bitcoin giving super bullish vibes, keeping this market up. Think we come back up and retest trend line. We're back in bear flag territory though. Yeah, this bear flag needs to stay below 48.14 or I'm out of the trade completely.
Yep.
Play $9 last year is doing super well. Let's go. I don't know what FBTC is, but Bitcoin pumping, BTC at 48. Dang, let's go. It's going back to 70K then. Got in at 983.
FBTC and what was the other one that they were saying earlier? Like
I don't know. I don't look, man.
What is all this stuff?
I don't know. They're probably they're probably, I think we come back up to test 48.20. That's where the liquidity is sitting up there. Market's going to want to tap 48.20. If you're looking to take a short, I would look for 48.20 potentially. For me, I'm out at 48.14 no matter what. But it looks like there's a lot of sell side liquidity up there at 48.20. So I think the market wants that liquidity.
Yeah, I just took my limit order down below to take profit off because I think it's about to touch 14. But we'll see. Maybe it doesn't. maybe it doesn't.
I'm saying if it doesn't tap 14 and continues down, then we're in.
No. I'm saying I took my limit order off of the bottom. Not the top.
No, I just wait till I get stopped out, then I go back in and hit exit and clear.
I'm gonna hit
I don't even mess around with this. I'll be like, nope.
Oh, grayscale ETF.
Oh,
and
boy.
F is Fidelity. Got you.
Oh, okay. So they all got different
tickers.
They all got different
ETFs.
tickers for their ETFs. Nice. It'd be nice to see that liquidity on Bookmap to come down a little bit. Pop, you had a killer day, brother. Congratulations, man.
Yeah.
But again, it's all about the process. Justin and I, when we start to size up, these are the only trades we're looking to take, and the money will come. It has to. If we continue to do what we're doing, the money will come, and that's all we're trying to focus on right now. And I sized up this week, and I'm pretty sure I cleared all of my losses on this one trade. So just waiting to see if this thing plays out. My runner starts to push down or not.
Oh yeah, because you haven't been trading on the account, so you haven't.
No, I haven't.
You didn't clear your losses I did that for Monday.
No, I haven't traded since. Well, I traded yesterday, but I only made $10, and I was just euphoric because of the funded account, which I haven't traded at all yet. So,
and yes, Timsky, it's Fidelity with the I.
Fidelity.
Yeah, Fidelity. Get your Fidelity on.
Bulls are trying here, man, but
they are.
I don't know if they're gonna be able to get it.
We got a little bit of a CBD divergence down.
Yeah,
we got a little bit of a CBD divergence down here too. So
that's fine. Let's go. Yeah, Nvidia's pushing back up here. Apple's at that demand zone, and that's why I was saying 480825 was a great place to take profit. So that's why everybody basically took profit at 480825. That was the key level. So we were hoping to get a straight flush down to 47.92 without having to take profit, but we all recognize that as soon as we tapped that level, everybody was like, I think Pop took his whole contracts off. Jay took the contract
we're
off.
We're at the lows, so it's just better to protect yourself. Take the contract, take some money, and then see what happens to the rest. It don't matter to me.
Yep, and NQ wasn't able to break its low either. So once I still think we're coming down further. I just think we get a retest of 48.20, and maybe I'll take that short on my other account. But as for this account, I'm done trading if we get to 48.14.
Oh, all right.
We got that right there at 48.14. And now I'm gonna switch over to I'm gonna hit exit and clear on this one, and now I'm gonna switch over to my funded account.
Let's go.
And look to potentially trade short at 48.20 here.
I netted 14 points out that trade total, so I'm done. I was risking 4 points and I made 14. That's a banger of a trade. I'm done on the day. You know what's crazy is I've only been trading 2 contracts, but I'm almost up $600 in this account over 2 weeks. So
easy peasy.
Just goes to show you the power of sizing down. You don't really need to make a lot of money, and I'm averaging about $100 a day. So
that was a $188 win for me. The loss, I think, was hold on. Let me see what the loss was. I made hang on a second. Let me just get this up. $217 in profit on that trade. The loss was a $23 loss. So $23 loss, more than my win, more than quadrupled my loss. So at the end of the day, if you can repeat that, that's all you need. Everything else will come as you start to put on the size. So but go ahead, Pop.
Yep. Yeah.
Yep. Just gotta wait. Yep. I don't think we're coming back up there. I think to be clear, I think the market just pulled a Hobbs. It's that stuff. It kicked me adjusted out. It kicked me adjusted out at 48.14, and it looks like it's about to flush. I said, you mother. When I saw it hit 48.14, I said, I gotta stop being so perfect with these stop losses. Every time I pick a stop loss, y'all just tell me to go a point higher. Like, just go a point higher. This is nuts. Well, it hasn't flushed yet. It hasn't flushed yet. I'm looking for 48.20 still. For me to take the trade, I need 48.20. I need 48.20 because that I'm just looking at the tape and I'm seeing all this liquidity, this block liquidity sitting there at 48.20. I do not think Bears want price to come above 48.20. So I'm just watching 48.20 for a potential short back down.
We've been winning like pretty much every damn day.
Yeah, we only had one red day since we started streaming.
Yeah, since we came back off break, you're right. We've only had one red day. All the rest of our days have been green.
Since we sized down, we've only had one red day. So I don't know if I don't get. Oh, you mother! Justin, it did it to us.
It did.
Oh,
it's coming. It's coming down, but it's all good though. I'm not mad at it.
No, I'm not mad at it. It's just funny because this thing has been haunting me my entire trading career.
Oh yeah.
Are you still long in BTC? No, that was a paper trade, CODM, just so you know. But I said it was a paper trade, but no, if I would have held it, I got BTC at 39,000. So if I would have held that long, it would have been absolutely printing.
We just broke the
low. We never broke my entry. We never even tested my entry. So I basically caught the low of that next push up.
Of course, we just
watch. We're coming right to 47.92. What did I tell you about Apple? Right, I said if Apple flushes through this demand zone right here, we're gonna go to 47.92. 47.92.25 is the low of day. So, or yesterday's low. That's why I picked it. And there's a 90-minute demand zone there. If we break 47.92, look out for buyers to defend 47.84.25. The same thing on NQ. If we get below 894, I'm looking for a retest of 800, right? Previous day low. If we get below 800, I'm looking for price to come down and test 696. If we break through all of that demand, which is extremely possible, the next area that they're going to be looking to break is the daily change of character at 621. Because 48.0825 is so key on ES, we're going to flush once we close below this level, just so I'm clear. I'm not jumping back in this trade. I'm only narrating this trade, and I'm letting you guys know right now, if we get below and we close this 15-minute candle down here below 48.0825, and we get below this low, the market is going to continue to push. And because think about it, everybody that was buying down there at 4,600, they're now closing their positions. That's what's happening right now. Look at Nvidia.
Mm-hmm.
Nvidia is down about $20, and we were talking about this morning. I said I'm bullish as long as we stay. Oh my God, we're going right to my profit target. I should have stayed at my break even, man. I'm gonna journal this as a really good trade, but the only thing I'm gonna put in there is say, hey, look, once you put that runner in, put that thing at break even and let it ride. Because if you well, my 10-point marker would have been 48.19 and 48.20 because I got in at 48.29. So if I would have went to 48.19, I would have been fine. And look, we're going right to my profit target.
Yeah, even when we went to 48.15, we would have been okay.
Yep. And here's the thing. Like, for me, I'm not upset with it. I know that what we did is repeatable. We've been doing it all week, right? We did it all last week, right? So all this does is just put fuel to my fire of continuing my journey because I'm on the right path, right? All this does is gives me goosebumps. Justin saying that he's up $600, like I'm up 13, but for the most part, I had a big trade on larger size, right? So, but at the same time, it just feels really good to be doing it this way. I don't know. It just feels different.
It's It's not even about really being up to $600. It's more looking at my calendar and seeing the consistent greenness of the calendar.
Green.
Right?
It's about. I'm about to journal this right now.
It's about looking at my calendar and seeing that I just hit a 3.5 hour trade. Right? Like, oh my God. And I've been doing repeatable ish every single day. But yeah, this is gonna haunt me just for the fact that I didn't let my
there it is. Run. There it is. What I tell you.
Yeah, our runner would have
47.92 on the dot. Let's go. Killed it. That's good. Nice. That's good. I almost took it. I should have took it, but I wanted 48.20. But I'll take it when we come back up here. This will probably be the afternoon trade, right? So when we and this is the way I start thinking about the market, guys. Like, this is another thing that I feel like people don't do. I'm still in. Let's go.
Let's go.
I'm still in. What the fuck? Out of the beer pack. Let's go, chat. Kill it, chat. Let's go. All right. So this is how I start thinking about the market in regards to. This helps me with my patience, right? And I'm gonna show you guys what I do. What I do is I know I've been watching this. Yeah. Go ahead. All right, you're breaking up, Pop. Yeah.
We can hear now.
Yep. Did I call it on the money or what? Oh, you're right. I was 2 points off. I'm sorry. My box was too perfect. Yeah. What I was gonna say is, in order to keep myself kind of patient on these trades, like for instance, if you miss this trade right here, right, that's fine. What you need to do right now is say, okay, that was the morning trade, right? I got two to three options. My first option is I can look for areas to get long, which will be a good option at one of these areas. At some point, this market is going to bounce, right? That's option number one. Option number two is you can choose to go with the trend and wait for price to come back up to a key area to look to short. So I know with my 5-minute demand or supply strategy, this is what I've been winning on all last week, all this week. Every time I trade it, I win on it, right? The way that I got this level was based off what? My 5-minute supply zone right here, right? Me and Pop both said 48.28. That's what we're looking. We came all the way up to 48.32. I ended up getting 48.29. And if you look to the left on the 5-minute, guess what we created? 5-minute supply. That's all I was looking for with this aggressive break of structure. I was looking at this pullback, this aggressive bullish pullback, as clickbait. I was bullish as long as we could break the high. But once I saw that we were failing at the high, I said, nope, I'm bearish, right? So now that we've broken structure again, right? This structure right here at 48.06, 48.02 just broke. So guess what I do now? And this helps me become really patient. Damn, we caught a banger. This I will journal. I will journal this, and because again, the market doesn't move like this every day. So if I'm going to be an efficient trader, one that's able to catch the larger move, which is the trader that I want to be, I have to be able to hold through petty ass pullbacks like we didn't hold through, right? In the grand scheme of things, price only moved back 7 points. We were up over 20 and we sold our position. Only to watch price sell off another 20 points. We gave up a 40 to 50 point move for a 15-point game, right? I think we're coming down like aggressively, and it was based off the fundamentals first. So to go back to my point is, now that I've done with that trade, if I want to trade again, I need price to come back up to 48.0875 because that fits my strategy, right? If price never does that and it just continues to flush, so be it. We're cooking demand zones today, right? And it's because ultimately the market decided that news was bearish. We were kind of on the fence. I thought a lot of it was bearish, but I thought the flat work of the market, or the flattening of the core CPI, was was bullish, right? So when we came in, I never went long. The only thing I was looking for was shorts. I got stopped out of this area here, and then I went back in with 1 micro, which again, first time ever doing that, and I'm 100% adding that to my repertoire because it felt much better being in 1 micro, understanding that if this doesn't work out, I'm only risking $20 or a quarter of my overall loss, right? I don't even think I was risking $20. Yeah, 20. It would have been $20. But if I'm right, price will start to move in my favor, and I can strategically add to that position to get in full position as the chart goes into my favor, right? So down here, I'm looking for price to push back up, and I'm looking to target 48.08 through roughly 48.14, because even though I missed the opportunity to get short here, I'm expecting price to come back into this area, retest, right? We broke structure, so that means the downtrend should continue. In other words, you want to see, God bless you.
Thanks.
In other words, you want to see this trend line get back and retest it, right? That's all you looking to do. Stay in trend. If we break above this area, then this area needs to hold. But I'm looking for price to come back into here and push down lower. But it doesn't look like bears even want to give up that much today, to be honest with you. So, but
yeah,
other than that, I'm done trading.
I think I'm 1 and done on the day, honestly. I don't think I'm even going to
go back. I'm done. I was just saying.
No, I know.
In case they were looking for an entry, I'm definitely
facts.
turn on my trades and be done.
For me, I think I'd be looking for us to come back up to 48.0325. That again, that's a triple top area. That's where price came back down, reversed, and then we broke through it. So I would be looking for price to retest that area before eventually falling down lower. And like you said, I think the biggest thing though was not falling for the okie doke. Oh, the VIX. Oh yeah, the VIX shot up. It was not falling for the okie doke, right? Because like I said where you were looking at too, that 48, 28, 50 level, and I wasn't too sure about going long or short, but for me, I saw that initial sell off and I was like, okay, this is enough for me to be interested in shorts, and we're at this area where I know all the selling started from earlier, right? This is where all the selling was during CPI. So for me, it's like, okay, if all the selling was here, we returned here, these bears should want to defend and put in this lower high. And if you look at it again, we basically got an inverse, or we basically got the head and shoulders, right? Like if you look at it, here's the head, or here's the shoulder, here's the head, right? The run up, and then here's the little push up for the shoulder before we ended up coming down. But for me, I know y'all couldn't hear, but what Pop was saying was, he was saying that him and Hobbs got the same entry, but I waited for a little bit more confirmation on the selling. And what I saw on the tape that gave me the confirmation to get in short, and I'll show you guys what I was looking at on the tape. So let me switch, because I like to use the tape to kind of confirm what I'm looking at. And the tape confirmed it to me, and I got in short and I was okay with it. So if you look, we came up to this area right here. We called it out. It was 48.30, right?
Oh.
And we ran into 48.30 and then we sold off. And this is where Hobbs took that initial short, and I waited for a second because this was the first sell-off, right? We got bullish on the way back up, and you see this big bubble? This is where we filled a ton of orders right here, right? It was 2,800 orders got filled right here, but at the time I think it was like 26, almost 2,700, right? We pushed above it, and it looked bullish, but I wanted to wait and see, because just because we fill these orders doesn't necessarily mean that we're bullish here, right? And then if you see, we sold off, and look how we came back up and we retested it and we failed. That was step number one for me, to show that these might have been this might have been sellers loading up into their positions and not true buying coming up. Because if this was true buying, right, if all these were buyers and we had, this would be institutions buying right here, right? If institutions are buying right here, then the next move would be to go higher, but we didn't push higher. Instead, we came back down. And then the icing on the cake for me was this right here. we started to push down, and I could see the CVD was coming up, showing that buyers were trying to take over and they were failing. And I got short, I want to say like in the 26s, like somewhere down here. And then we continued to kind of chop around for a little bit. I got in before the selling started, and then we started to sell, and then we got the real sell off. So that's why I ended up getting short on this trade, was because of all this that happened. And then the extra confluence was the fact that we were up with the area was an area where I wanted to look to get short. So I had my where, I had my where, and I had my why, and that's all I needed. And I put on the trade. I put the 4 points of risk, and I got 14 points out the trade. And like Hobbs, the only thing I'll go back and journal is the fact that I should have held. Like
we left a lot of meat on the bone. That was a probably a $600-700 trade with 4 micros that I'm in right now. And again, not worried about the cash, but it was probably, I don't know, 30-40 points that we left on the table. So again, not upset, journaling and learning so I can be able to hold on days like this. And days like this, what I love is when the liquidity, the opposite liquidity that what I'm looking for. When we came up super bullish, I said, oh, my profit target just got bigger and bigger. The higher we came up, I was like, oh, when we short this, I'm going to the bottom. And with all that liquidity, let me show you guys what I was looking for, because Justin just reviewed his trade. So I want to review what I saw. So first of all, like I told you guys before, we drew a big box here. We were looking for a price to reject anywhere at this low. So initially, when I got in, I'm gonna go to the 30-second chart. I was watching the 30-second chart on the way up here, right? The entire time I was just watching this, right? Because I was very patient. I was watching the VIX and I was watching this, and my man Pop was calling out Apple prices. So I'm like, okay, Apple's starting to agree with us. So I shorted. Remember, my initial short was at 28, right? Or 26, something like that. And I put my stop at 30. They ran my stop. I was up initially about 6 points, because remember I said I was up about 5-6 points. They ran my high. I said, okay, bet. I just bought the shoulder. And that's all I wanted to know. I said, okay, that 1 micro taught me that all you did was buy the shoulder, Hobbs. Remember, Justin, we had this conversation before, right?
Yeah.
So I bought the left shoulder, but we broke structure. I said, okay, cool. I'm still in the right direction. And when I saw this liquidity sweep here, the minute this candle came down, I said, I'm in. I got in and I got filled on a market order at 48.29, 1 contract. I put my stop at 48.33, which exactly fits my journey, right? I risked 4 points per trade, no matter what size I'm in. So that was a perfect entry for where I wanted to be trading. The minute where did I get the 48.20 ad? Is I just looked at this low. I said, in order for price to do what it's supposed to do, meaning this was the first time we put in a lower high, right? I'm sorry, this was the first time we didn't put in a higher high. Instead, we put in a lower high. Then we popped up, put that high in. So I needed price to come back down and break structure. Right at the break of structure is where I added. At 48.20, I had a limit order right here. It brought my average down to 48.22, which is something I got to work on, because that confused me a little bit. I was like, dang, now where do I want to put my stop? And I was literally, while this was going on, I was a little nervous, because I was like, man, I don't want to close the trade, but I also don't understand where I should be putting my stop right now. Should I put everything at 48.26? Does that fit my criteria? I think it does, but I got to do a little bit of math later. And that's one thing I'm going to note to figure out what I want to do in that situation. But as we started to push down past 48.20, we got down to 48.08. I took a contract off at 48.10 right when we popped up. I took 3 contracts off right here at 48.10. And then I put the rest at 48.14. And going back on it, I didn't look at the 30-second chart to place my stop. Because had I looked at the 30-second chart to place my stop, I would have put my stop at 48.1575, and we'd have never been stopped out of this trade. And I would have got everything I was looking for. So again, things that I need to note. I put my last runner to 48.14 off the 15-minute chart. So just things to note about the trade, things I could have done better. It was a great trade, but it could have been better. So I'm trying to get more and more efficient. The loss didn't matter. I ate the loss up with my W's, and I think all of my losses are good to go. Yeah, I think I just ate all of my losses from the day that I had a red day. Let me see. What's up? What's up, Pop? Yes. 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 And that's go ahead. Yeah, I was at 20 points. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I think, not. I see. You got to think about every trade is going to be different, right? And the way that I pick a target, right? Like, okay, I want to make sure I'm getting at least a 2-to-1 per trade. So if I'm risking 4 points, I got to get at least 8, right? And I got to have room to get 8 points, right? If I'm risking 2, then I got to at least be able to get 4 and have room to get 4, right? But the thing is that what I'm also calculating during the trade is how volatile the move is. That move was super volatile,
Extremely.
and once we were able to push
And the
below,
volume was ridiculous.
and the volume was strong, and it's been that way with a lot of my trades. Actually, when I look back on it, and again, like the best trades for me, and thank God for journaling these, because the best trades for me have been coming when the market gets very volatile. What the one thing too, when I look back on like previous trades, is a lot of the times what I would do is I would miss this move, right? Like I would miss the move that happened, and then I would try to get in when the market was less volatile, and it would chop around and it would chop me out.
You try
right?
to, you would. It's okay, Joe. Hey, bro, trust me. I had my kiddo yesterday. Trust.
It's okay. You're gonna miss moves, but the thing is like if you can read the volatility, then you got to understand that like my price target, I was only looking for 10 points. But once I started seeing this thing move, I was like, 10 points, I'm moving my stop down because I know that I can get more.
When y'all said 4808, I said, y'all said 4808, I said, nope, 4792 is my target.
But the next place I was looking was 4806 to 4808 because I knew that area was where buyers were once found. And from reviewing my tape yesterday when I took that short, I look back on it, and this is why everybody should review their trades, because yesterday when I reviewed my trade, I look back and I realized how dumb I realized how smart I was and how dumb I was. I was smart that I took the one contract off where I did, but what I realized was where I took my one contract off is where I should have taken it all off, because there was consolidation down there before a massive run up. Yeah. So if you look back on this trade, 4803 where we bounced, there was literally no consolidation there. That was a V-shaped recovery. Therefore, that line breaking was probably a much higher odds of happening, right? And the only other thing was that we consolidated down there where we found a struggle, right? We consolidated and we pushed up. So that was a good area to take a partial off and then to hold the rest. And like I've said, at that point, it's just management of the trade and just understanding like, where you want to be. And one other thing, I posted this in the Discord, but I want to read this to everybody. This came from Carmine, and I really like it. He said, you're always going to want to be correct. You're always going to want to make the most. You're always going to want to make the most amount of money. You're always going to want to catch the full move, buy at the low, sell at the highs, or vice versa. But this is the wrong approach. Our job is to create a plan, follow that plan, and manage the risk in the process. No one will ever know where the market will go next. No one will know where the high or low will be. If you followed your plan, bought/sold where you planned for, you have nothing to feel regret over. You should not look at the market is going or where it's gone, but where it's currently at. And I feel like that's 100% what we're doing. Like, we sold too early but it was in our plan to sell there, so we can't be mad at it because we followed our plan. So yeah. Yeah, but well, for me that pop doesn't scare me for a few reasons. One, I've already committed to the trade. I've already committed to my risk, and it's profit or it's profit target or bust. Other than break even, because I'm not letting an 8-point trade come back on me and make me negative, right? But well, I guess on Apex it kind of would have. But
That's what I said, bro.
That's regard. Well, growth. But the thing is though, when you look at that pop at that level, let me just go to the chart and show y'all what I'm talking about and why I think you should hold through stuff like that and not be scared of it. Look at where we popped back to. We said 48.20 was the level we had to get through. Why? Because it was once support that popped the market back up. And look at where we went straight back to and rejected at 48.20 to the tick. We rejected 48.20 and then continued on lower. And that's why I don't get scared of pullbacks like this, because the market is inevitably going to come back to a level. It's not going to go straight up or down. And if you let one green candle scare you out of your position, I'm not saying that's what is going to happen, but I'm just saying for future, right? Like, you got to be able to hold through these things, because this could have had a much deeper pullback, right? But that's why we have our stop loss where we have it, because at the end of the day, we just broke through a major level, creating a lower low, right? So the next thing the market's going to do is it's going to find a bottom, and it's going to come back and potentially retest an area up here, and you got to be able to hold that. And if it's a reversal, then it's that is what it is. But it will kind of tell you signs before it's going to reverse like that. So I think that comes down to screen time and experience, right? Like, I think the biggest my best trade to me isn't this trade. My best trade was, I think, last week when I got in short and it came back and it retested my entry and I left my stop loss exactly where it was. I didn't move anything. And the market continued to flush. I think I might have only gotten 10 points out the trade, right? And that trade to me confirmed everything I needed to know about my trading. And ever since then, besides Monday, and Monday was an anomaly, and the only thing that I took away from Monday, because I still think I traded Monday correctly, even for my losses, because I took 4 losses. It was just some things I could have done better on Monday. But I was taking trades where I wanted to take them, and I was following my plan. It just wasn't working out. But the thing that I took away was that I continued to trade the same way. The same way I traded on Monday, minus a few things, was the same way I traded on Tuesday. And the market agreed with me, and I had a little bit extra confirmations and a little bit stronger confirmations. Same thing with today. I traded the same way. And it's just, I guess for me, the growth is coming from the repeatability, right? Every single day. Yeah. No, I know. No, I know. And the thing is like, if you want to be successful in the market, your only job in the market is to manage risk and to follow your plan. And if you don't have a plan, then you should get a plan, right? Whatever that plan is going to be. Because over the past 2 weeks, all I've done is follow my plan. I haven't hesitated. That's it. And I've been consistent and I'm gaining confidence, right? The more and more these trades work out, the more and more confident I get. That's it. And the thing is that I'm toting the line right now between confidence and cockiness is what I'm doing, right? Because I don't want to me, cockiness is saying I'm never going to lose, which is not true because I know I'm going to lose. And it's sizing up too quickly, right? I am not going to size up too quickly because I could easily size up to a mini right now and see if I could do what it do. But I'm not going to do that because I haven't earned that mini size yet, right? I think I've earned 3 micros, so I'm going to size up to 3 micros next week. I was debating on sizing up to 3 micros today, but I told myself no because I want to finish out the week on 2 micros. And 3 micros is where I'm going to stay for a while. I don't know. Maybe I might accelerate my plan if I continue to trade well. I haven't really taken that out the picture just yet, but right now, everything is going great. So I'm not going to change anything because at the end of the day, trading is just a scale up game, right? Like I told y'all yesterday, my plan ultimately is to be trading 2 minis, right? I want to be trading 2 minis by, I don't know. I'm not going to put a deadline on it because I don't really know, but I want to be trading 2 minis, right? So when I get there, I get there. But right now it's about gaining consistency and confidence. And my TradeZilla is just showing that, right? It's giving me the consistency and confidence. And I don't think I would have got that by trading 2 minis this entire time, right? Like we said, this 2024 has to be different. It's got to be a different year for everybody, right? And whether that's, sizing down or whether it's journaling, you don't have to size down to 2 micros, right? You don't have to size down to 3 micros. You don't have to do what I'm doing, but I'm telling you right now, it's working for me, right? So it's working for Hobbs, right? So why not give it a shot? My whole thing is, if in 2023 you didn't pull any profits out of the market consistently, then what's the harm of sizing down, right? At the rate that I'm going, I could be funded by next month and be working on a payout, right? Like, why not? Why not size down? Why not give it a shot? What is the true harm going to be if you haven't pulled anything out the market? If you can't consistently make 100, like I'll show y'all my damn TradeZilla because I'm damn near making consistently about $100 a day is what I'm averaging. And that was my initial goal, was to consistently be pulling about $100 a day. Look at this. 108, 118, 85. I took this one lost day, but this lost day basically took care of this day right here. But then I made it up with this day. Then I made $80 yesterday and $140 a day. I'm just consistently making $100. That's my goal, is to consistently make about $100, which is about a 1 to, I think like a 1 to 3, not even a 1 to 3, like a 1 to 2.5, right? And that's me thinking about the money, but I'm still thinking about the points at the same time because I want this to be consistent, right? When I size up, then I should be consistently making more money. But it's a slow process. It's not quick. It doesn't happen. The only difference between this year and last year is that I'm consistently taking the same trades every single time. And it looks like my plan of it coming back up to 48.02 and rejecting is playing out perfectly. So
I was trying to short the market here in my other account. I looked up and I'm in my same account.
Oh,
it's
well,
working.
Yeah, working. You're up.
It's definitely not the trade I was trying to take. I was trying to take it in my funded accounts, but yeah.
And the other thing too, when I look at this, is look how many trades I'm taking a day. 2 trades, 1, 3. This lost day was only 4 trades. 3 trades, 1 trade. I mean, it's not difficult. Like we make trading so much harder than it has to be. So, just gain that consistency.
I guess for me, 60 points in 3 minis. Let's go, Micaiah. I guess for me, I think everybody views the market differently, right? Like you're passionate about your view of the market, passionate about my view of my own trading journey, right? Like whatever it is, right? Like just try to find out what isn't working and then change something, right? Like you don't have to size down to 2 micros, only take 1 trade. That's what Justin's doing, right? And that's why I had to come to realization for myself is like, that's what Justin's doing. That's what he feels comfortable with. That's his journey. It's not my journey, right? I felt comfortable at 2 micros for a week. And once I got done with that week, I looked at my week, my rules, and I said, I'm going to 4 micros, right? I take more than one trade a day because sometimes I enter early, sometimes I get stopped out, but I have a limit. I have a rule, right? I only take max of 4 trades a day, right? Or if I'm down $200, I'm done trading on the day, right? Either way it goes, we're both disciplined. And I think that's what you guys need to get to. And not just you guys, just anybody who's struggling in the market. Because I don't want to call out anybody specific because I don't know. I know this. If you are struggling and you struggled for an entire year, 12 months of not pulling profit out of the market, you are on the wrong path. So something has to change. You have to get that fork in the road and say, you know what? What's it gonna hurt? You know, like what? Like I already haven't been profitable in the market. What is it gonna hurt to make $100 a day? Just like Justin, you look at my TradeZilla, other than the day that I sized up because I saw a banger trade, right? You look at my TradeZilla, today's, I actually got to add another trade because I just took another trade and I got out for like a $50 win. But if I share my TradeZilla, it's the same thing. You see the same progression, right? Other than the one red day we had, right? We literally had it together because we both were doing the same thing. 100, this $1,200 day, again, anomaly, because I saw something, I took it and I killed it. But the rest of the time, $150, $109, $171, red day, did not trade. $15 day, took one trade because I actually took a trade in a different account that I got funded. And I said, okay, I'm just too euphoric to trade in this account today. So I'm just going to walk away. Discipline. Took a $10 trade, right? Wait, I don't know why I didn't trade Tuesday. Why did I trade Tuesday? I don't remember. Anyway, I think Tuesday I was trading in different accounts or something. And then yesterday was the day I walked away because I was euphoric. I was working. That's what it was. I was working on the other account. I made like 2,300, right? Again, trading larger size. But on this particular account, the one that I'm focused my journey on, I'm staying the same because I want to prove to myself that I can do this. I want to be able to look back on this chart after a full month and say, dang, I did that for a full month. And if you average $100 a month or $100 a month, $100 a day for 20 days, because that's how many days of trading there are per month, you make $2,000 a month.
Yep.
By literally risking, if you buy
like $20.
Oh, yeah, that's right, baby. Thank you. You're literally making, if you just do that, you're making over $22,000 a year, in addition to your income, right? First trade is long, 2 NQs at 88. Good job, Eric. So if you do this, if you can't do this, if you don't have a track record to look back on and say, Hobbs, I am consistent, or don't say Hobbs. I'm talking in third person when I say Hobbs. Like, you ain't telling me. When I look in the mirror, I need to be able to look at my TradeZilla and say, how can you tell me I'm not consistent when I'm showing you consistency? Don't ever tell me I'm not consistent again, because I'm showing you 30 days of consistency. You want me to show it to you again? Bet. One red day, and I'm going to just keep going, right? That's my argument to anybody that's a trader. And then after that,
do that on 20 accounts per day.
Exactly. You do that on 20 accounts per day. If you just trade, and this is what I told Justin. I said, Justin, do you realize if we continue doing this, we don't ever have to go to minis. We don't ever have to put real risk on the table. And we could do this every single month. And every 2 months, we'll take $20,000 from Apex. Yeah. If you size up, it'll be faster. But if you just stay at 4 micros to 2 micros every single day on 20 accounts, pay the monthly fee, get it at 90% off. 20 accounts might cost you $300 a month. After 2 months, 3 months, or 4 months, the first 4 months, you make $20,000. That's an average of about $5K a month. After that, you're on a monthly basis of $20,000 a month. So I don't know. Again, I try to break this down as much as possible to people, but again, I feel like it's an old saying that they had when I was growing up. Most people don't believe fat meat is greasy, right? And what that means is people will continue to play large size because they don't think that micros is a way to get to the target. And I just think if you believe that, then you just don't know basic math. Because the idea of trading is based on compounding gains. It doesn't mean compounding large gains. It's compounding gains. If you only make $50 a day, and you're compounding your gains and you're showing yourself consistency, it's not hard for me to take, I don't know, I'm up $1,400 or $1,600. It's not hard for me to risk a mini today. I could risk a mini and only be risking a portion of my profits. With the same logic that I'm playing with, if I turn around and take one mini on ES right now, today, I could have took one mini on that trade today. And if I lost that trade for 4 points, I would have literally only given back 1 day worth of profit. That's it. But if I won with 20, 40 points that I just gained, right, it would have been a $2,000 day. The account would have been funded and it's over. I go back to trading my regular size and then boom. So there's more than one way to skin a cat. Just don't believe the hype out there on YouTube and Twitter, because everybody not trading like that. And I guarantee you, a lot of people, and again, shout out to the real traders, right? I'm not talking to you guys. I'm talking about the influencers that appear to be traders, right? I know Dave, my man, he out there killing it. He trades multiple times a day, but he trades with a 93% win rate. I'll take that, right? Not the way I like to trade, but that's the way he does it. And he kills it. He's teaching people how to read market structure, right? Tanja trades, blew up off the ICT concepts. I don't know anything about ICT. I don't know anything about ICT, but I tell you this, when I watch her trade, her risk is managed. She's into a trade at the levels that she planned out, and she takes profit at the levels that she plans out. That's trading. Justin Weirland, watched him trade live through shorts. He plans out his trades. He does a pre-market plan. He takes profits at levels. Those are true traders, right? I'm not going to name any more of the bad ones. I'm just going to say,
like my plan is working out here though. With that short back at 40. I just took a paper trade on this one just to see. I'm done trading on my actual account, but I'll paper trade these all day long just to put in some practice.
Did we hit 4802?
We hit 4803.
Yeah, I like 40.
Rejected. Came back, 48. And now it looks like we're about to.
I like 480325, but again, it's kind of closing that gap area too. And if you see my chart, let me see. This is where I marked that line as well. I like 480250, but I'm hoping for price to come back into 4808, but it doesn't look like it can. It's struggling.
I'm putting my TP down here at 4879. It's about a 20 point move, I believe. But yeah, I agree with you, and like you said, everybody's journey is going to be different. But yeah, just change something. If you're struggling, just try changing one thing. You don't have to change a lot. I literally have I have changed a lot. I'm not going to lie. There were certain things I was doing that I wasn't doing before. But it's all about building those good habits, right? And I think, and I think the other thing that you said I wanted to touch on a little bit for a second too was when you're talking about like size. Right. Yeah. And I think the problem with people, it's a societal problem in general, is instant gratification, right? Like you get instant gratification when you have like a large day in the market, right? But most people don't know how to hold on to those large profits, right? So they'll have one day where they end up making, they'll end up making $2,000. But then the next day, they end up giving it all back, and then they're mad, and then they feel like they need to get it back, and then they end up giving back another $2,000, and now they gave back $4,000 to the market because they didn't know how to hold on to the money, right? They don't understand to walk away, and they don't have a strategy, and they don't understand risk management. There's all these other factors to trading than just hitting the buy and sell button, and so I think that's where a lot of people struggle as well. Is like they want it right now, and they don't think about, well, you could gain it, you could grow it in 2 or 3 months in the same way and actually be able to hold on to it, right? And I don't think a lot of people understand that part of trading. So that's why I would add on to to adding on to large size, right? Like instead, learn how to keep the money when it's small, and then size up, and you can continue to grow the money and continue to learn how to keep the money as you grow, right? So I think a lot of people try to get to that large size destination early instead of actually learning all the lessons and then being on large size. Because at the end of the day, it's no different. Like if you can trade with 2 micros, you can trade with 2 minis. You just have to be emotionally stable enough to do it.
I just feel like a lot of people haven't proven to themselves that they can trade that big a size, and then they try to prove it to themselves with larger size, and it's like, well, now you have the extra hindrance of the size too, right? Like the size is in your way now.
Yeah, because emotions get into the way. Because once you start losing and you're on large size, that's when all the problems start happening. You start to hesitate. You start to miss trades that you know you should be in because you were scared, and then you take a trade that you know you shouldn't be in because the last trade that you saw worked out. I have personal experience with that a lot. So, now I'm taking good trades that I know I should be in, and I'm okay with the risk if I lose, right? And that's just going to translate when I do size up to much larger size, right? So that's the way I look at it. But there's a lot of buying going on right here and not getting rewarded. What's up?
Who are you talking to?
Jonah. I don't know. I
can't hear him.
I think it ended. Did it end today? I think it ended today.
Jonah's talking in the Discord right now?
Yes.
Why can't I hear him in the Discord?
I don't know.
Jonah, say something, or somebody else say something.
He's talking right now.
I know I can see his green thing, but I can't hear him. Somebody else say something.
He said he's gonna leave and come back.
Oh, okay. Because I can hear everybody else. I just can't hear Jonah.
Are you sure you don't have Jonah? Do you have him muted?
I don't think so.
He's checking CPS. No, he doesn't have you muted.
I could hear him earlier. I can't hear him now.
I don't know. Try leaving and coming back, Jonah. See if that works.
Here, let me leave and come back. Hang on.
He's gonna try to leave and come back. Just give it a second and then see.
All right, let me close out of here and quit. And come back, because
Hobbs is leaving and coming back. Makai says a penny doubled every day for 31 days or $1 million now. Facts, Makai.
Most people.
I'd rather have a penny doubled every day for a penny. Wait, I don't know. What is a penny doubled every day for 31 days?
I don't know. I mean, that's the whole thing. Like, most people don't know.
Is it? Oh.
All right, let me.
We're starting to get that dump.
Oh, Twice is in the building. What's up, Twice?
So I took a paper trade short. I got in short at 4,800. I'm about $300 on this paper trade short. That's an actual trade I would take.
All right. Top. Say something now, John.
Over here though.
Okay, yeah, it was me. I hear you now.
Oh, it's 10 million? Damn, that's nuts. Mm-hmm.
I need to go penny shopping then. Let's go walk around. Yeah, that is nuts. I didn't think about that. Like, you said a penny doubled?
Yeah. We got news at 11 too, by the way. We got
30, we got that bond auction at 11.
Bond auction. So
this market probably go dump.
Yeah, this short's working out nicely.
I think it ends today, sir. So you got to get it. You got to get in and take this trade for 5 minis here and knock it out. That's YOLO. Oh yeah. As long as I think if you're good by the end of the day today, then they'll send you an email. Yeah, I hit my profit target yesterday, so you should get everything today as long as it's before midnight.
You're right.
They give it to you right after close.
You're right about that. It is at 1.
Yeah, it's at like 1:01. It's always like
what's up?
Top of the hour, but at 1 minute after. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, I did already. All
right, I just took that trade short on my funded account here. I'm just trying to make $100 here. Just to flush down to 47.86 would be nice.
Yeah, I'm up about 7 points on this paper trade right now. I really like this paper trade. It was
I was looking to get. I would have had the entry. I just took it on the wrong freaking account.
Well, it's kind of good that you got out though, because it ran. I think it
ran the high.
Yeah, it ran the high. So. Yeah, now I'm just looking for this thing to push down. Well, my profit target's at 779, but it's got to push. It's got to break like 600 orders at 8.3.
Yeah, I was about to say my profit target's right at 8.5. I'm like, I'm not.
I don't blame you.
I'm not messing around. I'm back at break even here. I don't know. We might push back up to retest 47.97.
Micaiah said, I'm crushing the market today. Let's go, Micaiah.
Let's go, Micaiah. Yeah, today was a good day to trade, man. It was a really good day to trade. All right, I'm gonna just take my little $20 right there. Start to count off nice. I swear, when I hit a banger trade, for some reason, all my patience goes away to trade another account. Like I don't even have the patience to sit through this trade. I don't like the entry that I got. Like, nope, I'm done. Let me cancel. Exit and clear. I'll trade some. Yeah, you're right. That wasn't a real trade. No, I got it in because we retapped 47.97. I mean, we retapped 40. We got close to 47.97. So I was looking for a closure of that gap, that little small gap at 47.97, to try to trade the momentum down to 47.86. But it never came. My trade that I really want to take is at 48.07. But honestly, I think I'm just gonna walk away. I think I'm done. Yeah, I'm done for the day. Sexy, super sexy. Today was a great day. Yeah, it's up. Yeah. Oh, you want me to share it? My bad. What's that? Okay, right here. Mm-hmm. Okay, hang on. My book be delayed. You said at 9:30, right? Dang, for some reason, every time my book map get put on the spot, it actually don't want to work.
Are you talking about EST? No. Okay.
Yeah, he said ES, but yeah. Yep. Right there. Yeah, right here. Yeah. Right here. Okay. Okay. This one. Mm-hmm.
Oh, the break. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's a cardinal. That's a cardinal. That's a cardinal rule for me. I never short the bottom. For me, we have to come back and that. Yeah. Yeah. But also you know what keeps me away from doing that as well is this big block of liquidity right here. Right? Like, to me, the way I look at it is like a rubber band, right? So we got a taste of that liquidity and we bounced off of it. So where is there no liquidity? Well, right here, right? Like 48.05 or 48.0235 or 48.05, wherever Justin was targeting, right? This is why I said to him when he was like, more importantly, 48.03, but I'm taking 48.0. I was like, bro, it don't matter. Like, between 48.0825 and 48.02 is where I would be looking to trade. You can see the high point was 48.06, right? So we basically came right back into that zone that we were looking to trade short, right? We didn't tap 48.08 because if you look on, I posted in chat, I was looking for 48.0825, but we came to 48.06, right? Like, I'm getting you in the area of where I would be looking to short. Price isn't perfect. So what I would do is, like Justin did here, wait for this break of structure, because you had to let this bullish trend end. Once this bullish trend ended, it was represented by this break of structure. So the next bullish candle push, I'm looking to get short, and it usually comes at an even level where we just broke. So we basically broke it, came back up and retested it. You can get short here, here, or here, and then take the market short back down. That's why I said my entry was a little late. That's why I just cut the trade. I was like, you know what? I'm not in the zone like I was, for my first trade on the day. Let me just back away and walk away. You know what I mean? It was a good trading day. I can't complain. I'm on a really good journey up. But I did have a question for you, Jay.
What's up?
I took a second trade after I took another trade after I had already downloaded my trades in the TradeZilla.
Oh, you could just
re-download them.
You can just re-download it, upload it, and it'll just ignore the first trade and put in the second one.
Okay, so it won't double down.
No.
Okay, cool. All right.
Well, it looks like we're getting a little bit of push. Good job, Eric, on that entry on NQ. It looks like we're getting a push back up. This is the only area where I would have been concerned with. I was concerned at the lows, but I'm in a paper trade, so I want to see if I can't see this through. Oh yeah, nice. Secured 20 points. And then Makai says, all right, stacked another 1,200. I got to do some work now, though. Catch y'all tomorrow. See you later, Micaiah. Good job.
All right, Micaiah, take it easy, brother. Kill count, man.
Yeah, Eric killed it too. He said he could have secured 15, but he took a 5-point loss instead. It's all good. You got it back plus another 5 points. So
let's go.
Or you got it back. So
nah, I'm done. Yeah, there will be no more trades
as well.
There will be no more trades coming from this account, sir.
I'm
who? Oh no. Pop is joking. Pop is definitely joking. He's grown. He's definitely grown. You know what felt even better is the fact that I know that everybody that was expecting to trade and wanted to trade CPI this morning, everybody that was in chat, not only were you not just following us, everybody had different entries, but at the same key area, right? Like at the same time, everybody was watching the same thing. And that to me is growth. And that's, you know what I mean? Like that's us literally putting all the work that we put in after hours on the charts. We didn't fall for the bullish, crazy open. Instead, we just waited and we waited and we waited. And the minute we saw what we wanted, we striked. That was gangster today. I'm not gonna lie. That felt really good. Hearing everybody in the same trade.
I think this rally might fail.
That's okay, brother. But you saw it though, right? Like right? He's like, nah, man, this ain't gonna work out. You gotta go ahead, brother. Joe, I think you gotta get. I'm sorry, Joe, Pop. Go ahead, finish. I'll say my piece afterwards. Well, no, I was gonna address Joe and tell him, you know, bro, at the end of the day, you kill counted it. You didn't chase when you saw it working out in our favor. I assume that you waited for a small pullback and then got in. If I were you, I would have got in when we all were getting stopped out. That would have been a perfect entry for you. So I don't know where you got in, but yeah. Huh? Oh, okay. Gotcha. Shoot, we used to say it. Yeah.
More crypto people still probably following me.
Justin, they don't want to let that area flush out.
Nah, they don't. It failed, but we might just pop this.
Man, yeah, Joe, man, like big ups to all of y'all that's doing the work. And one thing I can say is he ain't tripping. One thing I can say, because I mean, look, look. No. Listen. Low key, he still got an account funded, right? He already hit the profit target. So yeah. So he good, right? So at the end of the day, I can tell that the people that show up every day, and I appreciate all of you guys that are trying to show up to the streams, you know what I mean, to the after hour stuff and to the market top-down analysis stuff. I can tell the difference. I can tell that what we're doing and what we're working on when the lights go out, pause, right? Like, I know I ain't trying to kick it with a bunch of dudes when the lights go out, but once, hear me out. When the market is closed, we're doing the work. And you can clearly see that we're doing the work. Let's go, Jay. He killing this paper trade right now.
This paper trade going ham right now.
But yeah, just keep going, guys. Like, let's keep doing the same things, repeating the same habits, and ultimately we'll in June, July, summertime, like tell you, man, summertime meetup, real time meetup for our small little Discord gonna be dope. You know, I'm not putting dates on it. I'm just saying whenever that time comes, like, it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope. I hope you remember. Yeah. I told him I was gonna punch him right in his face when I see him. I'll be like, "Hey, oh, you're Pop. I just wanted to let you know." Yeah.
Well, we know what Malik looks like. So
we already video chatted Malik. We know what he looked like.
Yes, we do.
We got him on YouTube.
You can't. It's hard. It's hard to miss that beard. Trust me. I'm securing one down there.
Good feel, Jay. Good feel. I couldn't hold. I was too emotionally distraught.
Nah, I'm in a paper trade. I'm not.
Yeah, I know, right? Look, I still secured $50, and now officially I have cleared on accident. This was completely on accident, just so you guys know. But officially, I made up for all my losses on that day that we took a red day. So, here, let me share this tab. There we go. This day took care of this day. What's up? Yeah. Yeah, that's but that it's facts. Can you guys see my screen real quick in Discord? I want to show you something, Pop.
I was trying to see.
All right, so check this out. Every day we come into this market, we go and we do a market review. And you know what kept me in, you know what made me not be nervous in the trade is my market review, because every day I come in here and I ask myself, why did I take this trade? And I always draw this box. If I can't draw this box, then I didn't take a good trade. But what this does to me is it puts a mental repeatability on my trading process. So as we were coming up here, I drew this box on the actual charts, right? Like, I drew this box and I said, this is where I want to trade, right? I know this because I know through my journaling, every time I go back and I draw this box, I say, okay, this trade worked out. Why? It's because I hit this 5-minute supply zone. We broke structure. We came back up and retested. It was just an aggressive break because of the news, right? We came back up, retested structure. I got short at the exact area that I would want to get short when I'm reviewing my trade, right? And I put my stop at an area that made sense, right? We got short. We added the second one here at 48.20. We got out at 48.10 on the first dump. And then we got out of the whole thing at 48.14. And then again, I'll go back and journal this portion of it, because look how much meat I left on the bones, right? That's another 20, 30 points that I left on the bones. But journaling, I'm telling you, if you want to invest in anything, to me, TradeZella is the best thing, right? But if you're going to invest in anything, start investing in journaling your trades, because when you journal, you reiterate that repetition. Repetition is the key to success. When we see our trades work out, we journal our trades that worked out. We go back to the market and back test the trades we want to see. We go back to the book map and we look to see what the book map looked like. That's 4 times we saw the exact same trade. If the market truly repeats itself and we see that trade in real time, the only thing we're doing is repeating the same steps over and over and over again. That's why journaling is so important. It's the repeatability that you're after. So that's why I just wanted to put that little piece on right there. So when we're in these trades and you feel nervous, just look left and ask yourself, am I at an area where price is sold off from and broke structure? Am I at an area where price has pushed up from and broke structure? If those 2 things are true, even if you get stopped out, you're probably still in the right area. Remember, I got stopped out on this first trade, but I was still correct about the where. I just needed to wait for a break above, like a sweep of the high and then a rejection candle. Had I just waited and got in the first time, once I saw this candle, I'd have just got in at 48.28 where you got in at 48.29, whatever. It still would have been the same entry. So don't be afraid when you know you're in the right area. Instead, be confident. That's what I would say to you.
And then shout out to Valdez, because Valdez this morning said he was going to do the opposite of whatever the poll was, and the majority of people were bullish today.
Yeah.
So
I was like, I was even bullish. Remember, we both bullish. We just at the same time we knew that the bearish aspect was a high probability as long as the VIX could push. And look at the VIX now at the 50s. Look at this candle on the VIX.
And shout out to the guy that commented on my video that said that I should always trade with the trend, because had I traded with the trend, which is overall bullish, I would have lost someday and got completely destroyed. Like, the trend can't change. Well, and he also said that if then statements don't work and you shouldn't use those because you shouldn't flip your bias between bearish and bullish, which I agree isn't a thing.
Hey, cuz chill out. All right, I'm gonna need you to let the trolls be trolls, bro.
I'm just saying. No, I don't think he was trolling. I think he was being serious. I think that's really how some people. That's how some people truly feel, and to them, I say, go F yourself, because I can do whatever I want.
Hold on, Jay. What did we talk about? He's so stupid. It probably was. What did we say about the VIX today? Like we said, and this is why. And now look at the dollar, Jay. Look at the dollar not doing nothing. This is why I depend solely on the VIX. Like, I love all of these other indicators, but to me, once the VIX gets going, it is over. It is the true indicator of sell or buy pressure, right? Once I saw the VIX started bouncing and going in our favor, I was like, "Oh, we about to print. We're good."
Oh yeah, I was with you. But I was also with Pop on the stocks too. I was sitting there watching. I literally called. I was like, when you went short the first time, bro. I was like, yeah, this is probably a good short. There's everything in the market was giving a reversal candle. So to me, because remember the first 5 minutes, I was like, I looked at Google and Microsoft were both pumping in the first 5 minutes. I was like, uh-oh. And then we got this reversal candle. I was like, oh, they're probably right on these shorts, but I want to see it a little bit more on the tape. So like you said, like the stocks were confirming a potential reversal. The VIX was confirming a potential reversal. ES was also confirming it where we were at, or we were up here, where we were at. And then the tape was like the final nail in the coffin that gave me the why that I needed to get in the trade. And at that point, I had accepted it fully. Like, the only thing I can say, Pop, with being nervous, I was also a little nervous, but the only reason why I was nervous was just because the trade was taking a little while to get going. So I was kind of like, am I gonna have to re-enter? Like, is my stop too close? That's the only thing I was worried about, but I was well willing to re-enter if the trade ended up taking me out and giving me a second entry. I was like, if it takes me out, I'll look to get back in, because everything else is confirming to me that the market wants to go down. And at this point, it's just about timing, right? And if I timed it wrong, that's okay. I'll just look to get back in, because that's what your risk to reward is meant for. Like that, right? Like maybe my stop was a little too close because I wasn't giving it the ultimate high, I was giving it almost the high, right? I was only giving it 4 points, so that's kind of where I was at with it.
Boy. Pop took $2,000 on that trade, a little over $2,000. Pop, let's go. Because everybody that traded larger size on that trade probably got close to funding their account today, if not funded, because that was 20-30 points. So if you traded larger size. Yeah, if you took it in Apex and you traded larger size, that your account's basically funded. So you're welcome.
Yeah, I mean from top to bottom. I mean,
he said about daytime. Nah,
that was a 40-point move from top to bottom.
And we caught the top. We caught the top. 48.33 was the top. We got 48.29 basically through 48.26.
Yeah, that was
basically the top.
That was a 46-point move when you count the whole entire thing. Yeah, what was
48.29 to 47.92? I'm sorry, I'm being lazy. I could do it myself, but you're already there, so.
I should really add this price range. Okay, what price? 48.29?
48.29 to 47.92.
47.92. 36 points, almost 37. 36,
so roughly about 40. And I got out at go to 47.92 because Trades Lilla don't do this. I mean, not 40. No. Right where you are, go to 48.10. 48.10. Wait, is it 48.10? No, I'm sorry. 47.10. Wait, where did I get it?
48.10 would be the number, not.
Is it 48.10? Yeah, that's my first.
48.10. 19 points.
Okay, so we secured about almost 20 points.
And then the second
on the larger part of my exit.
The second exit was 15. Yeah.
Yep. So they averaged me in at about 10 points.
I averaged 14 points on that trade.
Yeah.
And then this trade is this paper trade is working out nicely. I cut one at the low, and I'm just letting this last runner do its thing. And you can see on the tape the volatility. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, there it is. Let's see if it sweeps and come back up.
They just flipped the book. They just flipped the book. They flipped it. And they're moving it down. Dang. Yep.
Oh yeah, they added liquidity right there too.
They flipped that book. We're about to hit my price target. We're about to hit 47.79. Jesus
Look at this
Christ.
4-hour chart. Look at this thing. This
would have been a this right here. Had I taken this on 2 minis, I'd be at 15. This would be a $1,500 trade. That's nuts.
On 2 minis, if we got in from the top, it'll be 5,000.
Yeah, well, yeah, facts. But I'm saying from
I know from your entry now,
one, and then this
I
right
should have
here
let that trade ride when I was in there. It's all good.
Yeah, you should have.
Mentally, I was not ready.
Yeah, that's okay.
No, I'm not. I'm so not worried about it. I'm up $40 on the new funded.
My order got filled at 36.
Yep. Did you try to go long, Eric?
Yeah, he's trying to long the market down here, which to me, honestly, there just hasn't been enough buying for me to take the market long.
Not with the VIX going Super Saiyan right now. Look at this thing.
It looks like we're about to go down and break this low again and go lower.
Shit, I went to stop sharing. Yeah, we needed this to keep our.
Oh my God!
Dang!
Jesus Christ. Profit target is about to get smashed right there. Profit target hit.
Let's go, Jay. Yeah, let's go.
Nice paper trade. Love it.
And that's the trade. If you guys are in the Discord, that's literally the trade that I called out for ES as well. It came in 2 points shorter. Literally the exact same trade.
And I literally called out this trade.
Don't say I don't be calling out trades. I put them out there.
Live on stream, I literally said I'd be looking to short at 48.03 if we can reject it, and that's exactly what we did. I just took out the paper trade because I didn't really like
47.8425 was my target. I think that was Justin's target too, or somewhere in there.
You went long target? At 800. No, my target was always 47.79. I just cut it. I just secured one at the low just in case we bounced, because that's one thing I'm working. That's basically the thing I'm working on is like, all right, at a low, let me secure one, and then let's see if it can break and let the runner do its thing. And the runner definitely
look at the VIX, guys. This is the VIX on crack. This is what I've been waiting on. This is why I've been charting the VIX, and I've been focused on the VIX, because to me the VIX is going to tell the story. And as soon as we bounced, I said, "Oh, we're good." The VIX this is the only thing I was waiting on was for the VIX to really get going. Look at this thing go. Stay away from long when the vid is like this, guys.
Yeah, we're breaking all demand. And Eric, I think you're trying to fight the trend, bro. Like, I trust me, I've been in the same area of trying to fight the trend, and like the trend is clearly down. I mean, we got if you look ES or NQ, we got the high, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Like, we're coming down.
This isn't your normal trend. This is different.
Yeah, this is a
little different.
Selling down.
This is different.
So it's like it's 1,000% how the market's supposed to move. I'm just saying, don't catch a falling knife. Like, you're trying to catch a falling knife right now, in my opinion. Unless you're trying to scalp this back up for a scalp, then yeah, sure, like that's cool. Which I know you count the scalp earlier, but yeah, in my opinion, trying to catch this falling knife is not something I would be interested in. I'm just not looking to short the current levels. Don't want to change. No. I agree 1,000%. That's why for me, my trade to get short again was back here because I had a level where I thought shorts would reload their position, and that's what they did. But if you're not looking to short the market, but longs are also coming in, or longs also aren't coming in, my position would be no position. I would just be sitting on my hands. Like, if I don't want to short this, but I don't want to go against the trend either, for me, it's just like, okay, well, I'm not going to trade. You know what I mean? Unless I'm trying to find areas to get short. Like, the next area for me to get would probably 47.88 if I was going to try to short the market.
Yo, hold on. No, I got to show y'all this. Hold on. I just want to show y'all the Discord. What I just dropped into the Discord like 20 minutes ago or an hour ago. Hold on. I could not be more freaking accurate. Look at this. Hold on. Let me see if I can share the Discord screen. Entire screen. I think it lets me share. Oh, no, this is Discord. Oh, it's Discord right here. Okay. Check this out. No, I didn't do a market plan.
We're definitely not seeing the Discord right now.
No, I know. Just relax.
Oh, okay.
Relax. All right. Check this out right here. Right here, I said at 9:31 a.m., I said I'm watching NQ 92675 through 961 for shorts down to 800 through 72975. Y'all see that, right? Clear as day. Okay. Now watch this when I switch over to NQ. Hold on. Let me I gotta share the other screen. I know, relax. No. You guys can just go look at the chat. I'm showing the YouTube. Go look at the chat at 9:31. I'm showing the live stream right now, and then I'm gonna share NQ screen right now. When I saw it, the top of this candle right here is at literally on the tick 92675 on the nose down to
we can't see it now. We can.
8. Oh, sorry. 926 on the nose was the what?
Can you? Thank you. Move that. Every time you do that, it's showing the thing, so you can't see it.
All right. The top of this candle is 92675, and look at this, straight down to 800. And then my next target is 72975. I don't know how much accurate y'all want me to be, but dang, 5-minute strategy for the win, guys. Oh my God, that just blew my mind. I didn't even see it. I literally wasn't even looking at it. I was just like, let me check what Q did, because I remember I told you, Jay, sometimes ES won't come all the way up, but NQ will. ES didn't come all the way up to 4808. It came to 4806, because that's what I was looking for ES. It came to 4806. NQ came right to the box, tapped the box, and then flushed immediately. I thought that was
but look at put your cursor at 4806.50. Look at where we rejected on ES, which is actually kind of nuts when you put your cursor there.
4806.50. Hang on.
Oh, we can't see it on your screen, by the way.
Oh, I know. I'm gonna share it. Here you go.
No, but go to the 1 minute.
Oh, to the 1 minute? Okay.
Yeah.
That's 4806.50 right there. What do you want me to see? Oh, wait,
if you look, the first bounce spot that we got after CPI,
right here
was the same exact that, and then the second one, and then the second one. Look at the second one. The second bounce spot was the exact line.
Exact same spot. Wow, that's where we rejected. Yep.
And see, that's levels. That and that's what I'm saying. Like that's all you need. No, not levels of stuff. That's all you need is look. All I literally do, and I mean, this was already a pre-level that I had. That's why I chose 4803 for it to come back to, because we broke through there, and I knew we had to go up there. And it's not going to be perfect, but this was perfect. I didn't have this level, but it didn't matter. But still, all you have to do if you're struggling, just try this. All you have to do is just find an area where the market has previously rejected. Right, whether it's supply or demand, support and resistance, doesn't matter. Just find a level where the market has previously rejected and just wait for that level to be tested. And then just react to what the price does. If it fails at that level, you short it. If it pushes above the level, comes back and retests the level and it holds, then you long it. It's actually really that easy. It's not, the market isn't that hard. We just make it hard, right? Because what ends up happening, and I'm gonna share my screen real fast. What ends up happening. And I'm hella guilty of this, by the way. But what ends up happening is we see this candle and we FOMO into this candle right here short. And yeah, it would have worked, but then what we do is we say, okay, this worked, and then it's like, oh, I might have had this level, and I FOMO into this long, thinking we're gonna come back up to a level, not realizing that we're in a downtrend, right? And that another level could reject. We FOMO into this. And then we get dumped on, right? And I guess what I'm trying to tell Eric or convey to Eric is like, hey, look, longs can 100% work, but they got to be scalps, and you have to try your hardest not to catch this falling knife. Because right now the market is a falling knife, in my opinion. It's not just my opinion. I mean, the market's clearly in a downtrend. And if you're going to long the market, you have to do it knowing that you're not going to get that many points out of it. I mean, what I do know is that Eric knows this, and that the first trade that he took, he could have got 15 points, and the next trade he got 20. But my thing would be longs are lower quality right now because we're in an overall downtrend on a micro level of the market, right? And for me to want to play longs, I would need to see us get and hold above 4803.50 for me to want to play long. Other than that, I would just be looking for shorts, right? And it's fine if you're not looking for shorts. But for me, and the way I like to trade, if I'm not looking for shorts currently, which I'm not, I'm just not trading, right? I'm not going to put risk on the table, because to me, the probabilities of a trade working out in my favor are going to be a lot lower than the probability of it is working out.
That's 100% growth for you, Jay, because again, you know what I mean? Like we used to, I think that was one of your biggest things where like you would always try to be a reversal trader in a trend that's so aggressive, and we used to be like, Jay, just stop. Like you used to be doing exactly what Eric is doing, and we'd be like, please, Jay, just go with the trend, please. You'd be like, shut up, y'all. I know this ain't higher quality, but I'm gonna take it anyway. We're like, please, just take the short.
But you know what the funny thing is that, well, the market conditions are a little bit different this time when you think about it, but this is honestly no different than what happened on Monday, but the market conditions are a little bit different, right? Because on Monday we were stopping out a whole bunch of shorts, but my feeling of the market, because sometimes the market's about feel too, and my feeling of the market was that the selling was going to come in and that we were going to reject, and the fact that we were in an overall downtrend as well, we were in an overall downtrend at the time. But like with the confluence of certain things in this market currently and what we're getting, and again, like I was talking about this morning, the macro is we came up here and made a high, we pushed this high and failed, right? So the macro look of this is that this sell-off makes sense, right? Because we couldn't push any higher. The bears defended. And I don't want any part of catching this falling knife. Like, I just don't. If I'm going to long the market, we got to break some type of structure. And you're right. Like 3 or 4 months ago, I'd have been like, Hobbs, shut the hell up. We're going long. I'm going long.
100%. I'd have been like, all right.
And it's going to work out.
And me and Joe will be sitting there like, and we're short.
Yeah, and the truth is, yeah, it's not gonna work out. And I will say, it does help. It helps a lot that I caught this short here. I'm not gonna lie. It helps the fact that I made money off the short and I can just walk away. But Valdez said, same here, Justin. I would try and reverse and get killed. Yeah, I love to take reversals, and I love to see other people in pain trying to keep going with this trend. But the fact of the matter is, the only people in pain right now are the Bulls, not the Bears. So why am I going to join the bullish side right now? You know,
to me, and this is why, again, to me, the book helps, but 100%. I got a joke for y'all. Oh Lord Jesus, my wife. 100% for me, it's all about the VIX, right? And lately, the VIX, that day where we the one red day I had when I went to journal, I told myself,
that too.
The one red day I had, I went in journal and I looked and I just kept looking at my trades. I said, none of these trades were even trades that I've been taking all last week. Why am I taking these trades? I said, from now on, we trade into my area or we don't trade. The VIX needs to get on board or we don't trade. Today, the VIX wasn't on board yet, but the rest of the market was. When I saw Apple flushing and Apple broke its low, I said, oh, we chilling. We're good. It's just waiting on the VIX now. The last confluence was the VIX, and that's why I try to keep the same process, right? Right now, the market's oversold. Therefore, to me, I actually would be looking for longs, but we would have to get double, triple confirmation, meaning the VIX needs to slow down. I need to see some type of break of structure, right? And we haven't broken over any structure. The one time we tried to break structure, we got slapped right back down. So for me to take a long, we have to be in a key area, an untapped zone, meaning maybe that next 2 hour zone I think Justin has on his chart that hasn't been tapped. Or is that 30 minutes?
It's 30.
Yeah. That's the only way I would trade it, because now we're so far below the Fibonacci retracement that it makes sense for us to come back up and retest it, and that creates a long opportunity. So,
yeah. Well, and I agreed with Eric 1,000%. I would not be looking for shorts down here at all.
Yeah.
But it's also hard to long the market after all this selling until something changes.
Something's got to break.
I want to hear the answer to this damn joke.
Yeah, I see
What's
that.
The difference between a priest and Woody from Toy
Right.
Story.
My wife has a joke for you guys. I'm gonna shoot it to the Discord too. She says, "What's the difference between a priest and Woody from Toy Story?" Don't type it yet, babe. Don't type the answer yet. She already did it. She said, "Woody goes limp when a child walks in the room."
I knew this was gonna be funny. That's a good one. I like that. I knew it was gonna be dirty too when it was Woody and a priest. I knew it was gonna be dirty.
I love my wife for her corny self. She's so damn cool.
That was a dad joke all the way, and that was a good one. I like that.
Thank you, baby. You the goat. Yeah, no doubt. I think I'm about to cut out of here early too, guys. I'm ready to go finish up my laundry.
Coming over. I got to go get a haircut. I got stuff to do too.
Yeah.
You know what, Hobbs?
What's up, brother?
From now on,
you gonna listen to me?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm not listening to you. Bro, right. No, I'm fighting with you. No, listen. This is our cycle, okay? I'm fighting with you every step of the way for about 3 months, and then I'll come around, okay? Just
yeah, that's usually how it works. But yeah, what's up? What's the new thing?
No. This is about your wife. If your wife don't come in here every single day with a good dad joke, she ain't allowed to come back. I'm gonna need you to keep up this energy. That was a great joke.
First of all, I know you joking, but don't tempt her, because she will be in here every day.
No.
They won't always be good. Trust me.
That's fine, but I need this energy to continue, because that was a funny ass joke and I like it. So, Shay, please come back tomorrow with another joke. And even if it's not funny, every single day, I need a good joke, because that was great. So, shout out to you for being the next comedian of the channel. LOL, I got you. That's what I like to hear. I need this energy. That's a great way to end. That's a great way to end the day. It's a great way to end the day.
Yeah, no doubt. Hold on, I'm posting this tweet. Y'all make sure y'all go, and if you guys aren't following us on Twitter, make sure you guys follow us on Twitter. It's at the Trader Shop, or X at the _Trader Shop, at Seals the Gains with an S, not a Z. because there'll be some fake phonies out there. But that being said, ladies and gentlemen, don't stay in these markets all day. Don't waste your time. Get your trades, get your money, get out, and then go do something cool. Me, I'm going to go to Chipotle. That's right, babe. I'm going to Chipotle without you. No, I ain't bringing you nothing home. Anyway, that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we thank each and every one of you guys for stopping by. We'll be back tomorrow. Remember, no pre-market plan tomorrow either because we got PPI, which again will move this market in a sporadic way. So we'll just come in, give our thoughts on the market, and then we'll just look for trade setups from there. That being said, that guy over there is Jay Seals. My name is T. Hobbs. This is the Trader Shop, and we'll catch